Even though you go to church every Sunday and you always quote scriptures, but they know it's something in you that you still want of them.
Okay.
Because they so easy to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
When people are easy to connect with you, that's something in you that they drawn to.
Come on.
And that will be able to show you where you at in your walk. Because you can see some people, they're on the floor. Oh, that's the scripture lady right there. Oh, that's the man right there who always praying. Come on. But then when they get around you, if there's no reverence, they get around you and ain't no change. They cussing in front of you, doing everything sitting in front of you. Your walk ain't nothing to them. The anointing on your life, you just got a title, and people at the church know who you are, but people in the world don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad when people know in your church, they know who you are, but really they don't know you. They just know that somebody who they just gave you a title. But nobody in the church really don't respect you. They don't respect what you say, because it's something that got to be earned. And as we get into a walk and a place of it, as the further we go on and we take the things of God more seriously, God will anoint us even more and more and more. And when we say something, it'll mean something.
That's right.
And see, that's a process that we all have to do. I know I'm doing it. That when I say something, it means something. That ain't just talking. Because the biggest thing that we don't want to be as a body is a hypocrite. We saying one thing and we do something else. We see that so much in the body. People saying one thing and doing something else. We see preachers doing that. Saying one thing and doing something else. I have learned that when preachers don't preach about certain stuff, 9 times out of 10 because they in it.
Come on, say it now.
Yeah.
So we'll be preaching from Genesis to Revelation. Hit on it. They ain't hitting on it, you better get up out of there. They ain't talking about it, they ain't dealing with it, you better get on up out of there. Look at Zechariah chapter 8, verse 12. Everybody all right?
Amen. Yeah.
Because we got to be mindful. It's an everyday assignment of the enemy that he's trying to get us to come back. Come back to your old self. Come back to your old way. Come back to your old self. Come back to your old way. You have Zechariah 8, verse 12. I'm reading that Amplified. It says, "For there shall the seed produce peace and the prosperity. The vine shall yield her fruit, and the ground shall give it increase. And the heavens shall give their due, and I will cause the remnant of this people to inherit and possess all these things." What are you saying, Pastor? See, we're talking about a seed here. Because, see, the enemy is after that word that's on the inside of us. Mm-hmm. He's after that word because the Bible says that we just read and Mark that as soon as the word has been heard, he's trying to take it. He's trying to steal it. But see, in Zechariah 8 and 12, the Bible talks about there's a seed that's produced peace. Come on. The word of God will produce peace.
All right.
And prosperity.
Amen.
If we want peace and prosperity, we got to have the seed of the word. It said the vine shall yield her fruit and the ground shall give its increase. Come on, if we don't have the seed of the word in us, we can't expect no increase. We can't expect any growth. Because the Bible said here, it said, "And the heavens shall give their due. And I will cause the remnant of this people to inherit and possess all these things." As I was looking at this here can be twofold. Because, see, we as a people, we look at finances and money. You know, the Bible says in Ecclesiastes, I believe, 10 and 19, that money answers all things. And see, we got to be in a place where we got to understand even if the enemy trying to get us to go back to old ways and old thinking, you know, even to be prosperous, even to be in that place of peace, we got to have seed in the ground. I keep saying that because the Lord is revealing that to me even more. We got to have seed in the ground. What is seed in the ground? I ain't talking about just sow into this local ministry. I'm talking about investments. Investment not just in you got your 401k or you just into the credit union or whatever on your job. But what are you doing in the natural to increase yourself? Because there's so many of us, we've been taught to go to school, to get a college education, but we never be taught about resources. How to increase, how to multiply. The word tells us in Genesis, he said that I want you to replenish the earth and multiply. How do we multiply? We got to have investment. We got to have seed to put in the ground to invest. You know, God gave me revelation. You think about this, and it still ties into coming back. Because, see, he wants us to come back to old ways of thinking, old ways of doing things. When you was in your old ways, you didn't understand money. When you was in your old ways, you just did what you did frivolously. But, see, he's trying to get us to be a good stewards of what he gives us. So even to be an investment, think about this. The Lord showed me this. I was asking the Lord for, give me insight and revelation, understand. But sometimes when you don't have the vision before you, because the back and say, write the vision, make it plain. We did the vision board. We still doing the vision board. But you got to have a vision before you. Because there's so many ways where the enemy will try to take you back. Because I said, will it be famine? Because we know sometimes when our mind is acting funny, we acting funny. Come on. And that could be the very thing that cause you to go back. A lot of people separate and divorce because of money. Come on. People had to drop out of school because of money. But the thing about it, we have to learn to get the wisdom of God and know how to invest. Watch this. You can have, say for instance, if you bought a house or you want to buy a house. And the house that you want to buy, they approve you for da-da-da-da-da. And your payment $1,500 a month. Watch this. The wisdom in this is, this saying that, now this is what God gave me. The wisdom in this, don't do a $1,500 mortgage. Do a $750 mortgage. And buy 2 houses.
All right.
So now watch this. So a lot of people don't like to be renters. A lot of people don't want to deal with this. But this is the resource of the land. You look at the land. You look at everything that we see around us. Everything is about profit. Everything about generating wealth. Everything is about multiplying. But we look at multiplying. We just look at it from a one-sided. You know what I'm saying? We get in the $100 line and we sow our seed and we believe in something gonna happen. But then nothing gonna happen. We mad. Yeah. But when he tells us to invest and have seed in the ground, he's talking about economics. But see, the Bible says we perish for the lack of our understanding, the lack of knowledge. But back to that, instead of buying one house for $1,500, you buy 2 houses. The second house you rent out. You rent out to somebody else. The second house pay for both houses. So now you live there rent free. So now, then prime example, you may say, I want a car. You want to drive your nice luxury car. Instead of going out to buying the car, I learned this when I was 22 years old. Instead of going buying the car, go buy the house. Rent the house out. Say the mortgage on the house $300 a month. You rent the house out for $900. Now you got $600 extra every month left over. Take the $600 and let that pay for your car. You driving. You got a house and a car you don't pay a dime to.
Amen. All right, teach now.
See, that's what people with money, that's what they do.
They do.
You look at real estate, corporate, big investments, and because see the thing about it, the lack of knowledge that we don't know, the wisdom and the insight, all those things will get us, try to take us back. That's why we see so much poverty in the black communities. We're not educated. Only thing we know, we go get $300 Jordans.
Right.
We go get rims. Come on, we get gold teeth. We get stuff to make us look good because we don't know who we are.
Come on.
Come on. And so we could put all this stuff on to try to make us feel like we somebody. Hey, look at me. But then we get mad with the government. We get mad with the system because ain't nobody giving us nothing. But we already got it. The prophet asked the woman, what you got in your house?
Come on now.
We already got it. The black community, we spend over billions of dollars every year. In our own community. No, I take that back. Not our own community, but in this economic system. I was listening to a man of God, a financial teacher. He said that the black dollar stays in our community for like 6 hours. 6 hours. Now the Jewish dollar staying there for like, I say 28 days. And their own community circulate 28 days. But we don't have enough businesses, or we don't support enough our own businesses. And so our money travel out, so we can't employ each other. See, we can eliminate poverty. We can eliminate the lack of jobs if we patronize each other, and we'll be able to hire each other. That's what other ethnic groups do. But because we don't know, or we ain't trying to know, or we hating on each other, we jealous of each other, and those things taking us back. We so far behind. We see every ethnic group will come over to this nation, and they advance ahead of us. Because we still have that spirit that's roaming of jealousy, that crowd mentality, trying to take us back. Trying to keep us back where we can't even see our way. But until we make up our minds and be able to start doing things God with, because when you look in the Bible, it said that Jesus, all his disciples, they was business on. They had money, they had land, they weren't broke. You think about even Judas, he hold the money bag. So you know that Jesus had money because he had a money bag, he had a treasure. But we ask ourselves, what we got? We had to wait till somebody died to get something. Come on. We can't give our children nothing unless we die. Because we don't have nothing implemented, nothing put in place. And it keeps us going back further and further. And because we don't know a lot of these things, the enemy will keep us back. I stayed on that too long.
No, it's good teaching. No, that's good teaching.
Numbers chapter 16. God showed me this about Korah, the rebellion of Korah. We have to be mindful of the Korah that's in our life. Because it showed that when we're coming out, as Pastor been teaching us, said that she's trying to get us to come out of Egypt. Come out of old mindsets, old ways of thinking. But even as we coming out, there's a Korah with us. When you look in the Bible, in Numbers chapter 16, it said that Korah came out with Moses.
Come on now.
And the whole time, as they was coming out, Korah was there in his ear.
Come on.
And as you coming out and you trying to change and do better, you will have a Korah in your ear. Following you all the way. Oh, don't listen to them. Oh, I want to do all that. Oh, don't take all that. You going to church again? Oh, no, I ain't got time for that. That don't even make sense. You must be crazy. But see, and eventually, when you get fed up with your Korah, God will deal with your Korah.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever your Korah may be in your life, God will remove that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's slowing down progress where God's trying to get you to. Because the Bible said that when God got to a place, the Bible said that God opened up the earth and swallowed Korah.
That's right.
And everybody who was with him.
Come on.
Everybody who had that same mindset.
Jesus.
Because see, the thing about it, God will not let no one or nobody stop progression.
Come on.
Stop growth. See, our God is a God of multiplication. He's always increasing. He's always advancing. God ain't stopped. The world is still advancing. It's still enlarging. So that's another thing right there. We got to be able to deal with our Korahs. We got to know those Korah spirits that's among us. Like I said earlier, maybe your childhood friend. It can even be your spouse. You got to be able to know the Korah that's with you, that's walking with you. And so I'm getting ready to bring this thing to a close. And Luke, John, Mark, and Matthew all talk about the resurrection of Jesus. We got to know that Jesus is a seed. Jesus came into the world in Matthew 27, verse 57 through 66. That Jesus came on earth, the Bible said that he died. He died to rise again. John chapter 12, verse 24. Jesus said this, except a corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth much fruit. See, even with that, Jesus understood the power of the seed. Because the enemy would always continue to try to get us to come back. But because Jesus came and died and God saw fit that I had to put some seed in the ground, come on, that once this seed dies, come on, it will be able to give increase. You think about a seed of farmer. When you put a seed in the ground, that seed dies, and then a couple of days later, weeks later, whatever comes, you see something start coming up out of it. It start growing to be able to give what's being needed. See, it got to be a demand to have a need.
Come on.
And so God saw that we was in need. There was a demand that we needed help because the people, and the children of Israel, we as believers, we was going through, and God